Once again, it's past midnight. I can go to sleep, and my brother is sleeping in the room next door, so we're gonna watch something together. Today we're gonna watch the absolute insanity of Group B Rally. I've been interested in racing games for some time now, ever since I had to modify a bunch of files on the Tier 3 installation folder to make it work with my G29 wheel that I bought pretty much exclusively only to play Euro Truck Simulator 2. I pretty much don't know anything about cars or like racing sports and stuff like that, so this is gonna be interesting because it's what I lately really wanted to get into. So let's go to the rare scene and start watching.
When auto racing first began in the 1890s, it was extremely simple. Get a bunch of cars and drivers together and have them race from one town to another. First one there wins. In a time before purpose-built racetracks or electronic timing and scoring existed, this was the easiest way to put on a race and have an undisputed winner. However, these events were held on public roads, and thus you couldn't sell tickets.
I'm so sorry.
Anyone could just waltz up
kind
and
of
watch
paying
the race
attention right now. I'm
for
trying to
a
fix my
segment of it.
avatar.
People wanted to watch the entire race and were willing to pay to make that happen. So around the turn of the 20th century, auto racing migrated onto horse racing tracks, as there were
that makes
hundreds of them
sense.
dotted across Europe and North America. Fans could watch the
Yeah, like you already have like a whole circuit, at least an oval, you know? I didn't think about it. It makes sense that you would use horse racing installations to do the first car racing events.
entire race, get food and drinks, and even bet on the outcome. And the best part was,
Of course,
all the infrastructure was already built. In a span of less than 10 years, motorsports went from almost unrecognizable to looking exactly like a racing event today. But no matter how much the sport of auto racing changes or how much different it looks as the decades drag on, some people are always going
that
to
looks
want to do
fun.
things the old way. Even to
Look
this
how much the wheel is turning. What the hell? It's really funny.
Even to this day, there are still racing divisions that host races on those same horse tracks from the 1900s.
Oh, they still do that?
Old
What?
styles are just in it for the nostalgia.
I didn't know that.
Others are
Wow.
purists and say that's the only real form of racing. But most see it as an old art form that deserves
Look
to be
at that. Look at the way the
continued at
wheel
all
is
costs.
turning. God
Thus,
damn.
some drivers still held on to the point-to-point style of racing that had started it all. In 1911, the Rally of Monte Carlo was held in Monaco, and the name stuck. That style of racing forever thereafter was known as rally racing.
Rally. Oh, that's
Eventually,
why it's
instead
called
of
rally.
one-day
Okay.
point-to-point races, the long rallies were broken up into segments run across multiple days. That way, fans could watch more racing and get more bang for their buck. After World
it makes
War
sense.
II, motor racing saw an insane boom in popularity all over the world.
So funny.
In 1950,
Seeing old
the
cars
begun
is
competition,
really
and several
funny
rally
thing.
series have popped up. But in 1973, the
I don't know
FIA,
why.
the
They're
sanctioning
just
body for F1,
absurd
threw their
in
hat
a
to the
kind of
rally
silly
league and
way.
created the World Rally Championship, or WRC. Immediately, they saw success as they gained the rights to the Rally of Monte Carlo and many other major rally races all over Europe. Be it in the paved streets of Monaco, the snows of Finland,
Oh,
or the
this is
mud
a
of
really
Sicily.
old film, huh?
WRC did it all and had one of the most challenging schedules on the planet. Soon, rally
Paris.
racing was becoming more popular than Formula One, because unlike in that series, all the cars in the WRC were stock cars anybody could buy straight from the dealer's lot.
Oh.
The WRC had a rule that in order to race a car in their series, a manufacturer had to produce at
So rally, it's all commercial used cars that have been modified. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense because otherwise you would have car manufacturers being like a kind of, I don't know, arms race, trying to make like a very specialized car, and then it kind of loses its appeal. I guess it makes sense.
at least 5,000 units for commercial and private sales.
At least
This rule
5,000
made the
units.
Lancia
Okay.
Stratos one of the most recognizable race cars ever made, and it won the WRC's championship top division 3 years in a row, from 1974 through 1976.
They ride
Even in
really
America,
high.
it
Look at
races
how
3
high that
years
is
in a
from
row,
the from the
1974
from the
to
asphalt.
1976.
That's really high. Look at that. It
Ship
just
top
looks
division 3 years in
weird.
a
It
row,
looks like a boat that is
1974
going on land. You know, it looks like a boat
Even
with
in
wheels.
America and other places
Wow.
where WRC didn't race yet, people knew about the Stratos. Kids had posters of it on their walls. Those
Wow.
names are unmistakable.
It's a really
Just
cool car.
Look at that thing.
Look at that
However, by
thing,
the
yeah.
time the early 80s rolled around, there was a problem with the WRC. The numbers of divisions or groups they ran were too specialized and too restrictive for the automakers to justify manufacturing 5,000 units necessary to meet the WRC's regulations. Also, the 6 groups they had hamstrung the teams with tons of rules in the way.
Wow.
In 1982, the head of the FIA, Jean Balestre, made a radical move. He condensed down the number of groups from 6 to 3, 2 stock divisions.
I'm stupid. I didn't change the title on this scene. I'm so dumb. Let me fix that real quick. Why are you... Oh, I'm gonna kill myself. Everything is breaking. I'm gonna kill myself. That should be good. Yeah, back into the video. God damn it.
would remain, but the third was something entirely new.
Okay.
Usually when a sanctioning body is trying to win over teams and factories, they introduce new rules to cap costs and keep them happy. But this time the FIA would take away the rules and say anything goes. So long as the car has 4 wheels and the engine breathes air, you can run it. For the 1982
Wow.
season, the FIA and the WRC effectively
That's
threw the book out of
crazy.
the window and said, let her rip.
Oh, Oh, I've seen that clip of like a bunch of people gather. I've seen that one. Wow, that's crazy. Look at that. This one. I've seen this one. God. Yeah, you wouldn't catch me there. I would not be there ever.
Group B, as it came to be known, was pretty much the Wild West of auto racing, only really matched by the insane Northeastern supermodified scene back in the United States.
They're so
Instead
silly.
of 5,000 units needed to be produced, it was lowered down to 200. And if you changed something on your car from one year to the next, you only needed to make 20 more.
Wow.
A laughably low limit. There were no restrictions on horsepower, turbo, and superchargers were given the go-ahead, and you could run any engine you wanted. And even the dimensions of the car were not mandated, meaning that you could watch a rear-engine Porsche 959 compete directly against...
They literally just deleted all the rules. That's funny. 200. You just need to make 200 of that car. What?
Soviet-built Lada. Yeah, the commie car. Group B was completely insane, and I love it. And the manufacturers put their money where their mouth was by putting forth some of the most monstrous cars to ever grace a race course. They started throwing money at their Group B programs and let their engineers go hog wild. Lancia, we're here to take...
It makes sense because winning a rally, like especially WRC, it probably gives a lot of pride on the name of the company, of the car manufacturer. So it makes sense. Companies would want to win these rally competitions. They would just go haywire with like their car designs and stuff.
Take their crown back yet again with their Rally 037. The spiritual successor to the Stratos. It had a 2-liter rear-mounted 4-cylinder engine that produced 265 horsepower.
I ain't get any of that.
Much, but with one of the few rules being a 960 kilogram minimum vehicle weight, about 2,100 pounds, that meant the 037 could absolutely fly through the streets.
Oh, it was like really light. Okay.
Title in 1983, and they had yet another
design.
name.
Oh my God!
The Martini colors would become as iconic as any race car could ever hope to be. But their main rival in the 1980s was unquestionably Audi and their Quattro series of cars.
Ooh.
The fact that the word Quattro
I've seen those.
for you tells you how
I think I've seen those in Assetto Corsa.
Audi had won the title in 1982 with a nifty idea: 4-wheel drive. The car was a front-engine design and looked fairly normal, but it had a turbocharged inline 5-cylinder motor, and the 4-wheel drive meant that all 4 wheels could put down.
I'm not getting any of this. I don't know anything about cars.
I don't know. Weight, being just a touch under
wow, that's cool.
Pounds. But that
the way he was raking, that's so cool.
To actually get it on the ground effectively meant that Lancia had serious competition. 4-wheel drive for rally was largely seen as a novelty before Group B, as it was just too unreliable and broke easily. But Audi apparently found the secret sauce and changed the game forever. They also started an arms race by constantly updating the Quattro. They started off with the Quattro A1 in 1983, but next they debuted the Sport Quattro S1. This was a big step up in 2 ways. First, it produced 100 more horsepower than the A1, despite using basically the same engine layout. And second, it really delved deep into the ever-evolving world of aerodynamics. Aero had been something that race teams all over the world had been fiddling with since the 1950s.
Haven't been doing aerodynamics up until this point.
Fast enough to make it worth spending that kind of money on R&D. But Group B pushed the envelope so much.
I guess it makes sense. If you can iterate that easy, that fast, it makes sense you would start to experiment a bit more. Yeah.
Peugeot was also in the thick of it with their offering, the 205 T16. It had an inline-4 turbocharged engine that made in excess of 500 horsepower and had aero scoops jutting out of every corner of the car.
These shots of like people running out of the way, they're so crazy looking.
Where the engine is. It's in the middle for better weight distribution.
Oh,
B, and you can just do that.
Wow.
It won the manufacturer's title in 1985 and 1986 with Timo Salonen at the helm. Now's where we get to talk about the absolute mad lads and lasses that drove these things, because they were every bit as weird as their cars. Timo Salonen was a Finnish driver who, despite his appearance making him look like a tax accountant, was the best driver in Group B's history, winning more events than anyone else. He was a laid-back man who never lost his cool and insisted on driving the car with just one hand and the other one being permanently left on the shifter.
On the shifter? Oh my god.
Took up driving duties for Audi and tamed their Quattros.
I can't even do that in a simulator. What the hell?
Walter Roll won the title for Lancia in 1983. And we have to mention the queen of the hill, Michèle Mouton. She is arguably the greatest female race car driver that has ever lived. She set the Pikes Peak hill climb record in 1985, won the 24 Hours of Le Mans, and to this day she is the only woman to have ever won a WRC event. And there you have it,
only one woman won ever?
The fastest cars ever built for rally racing mixed with the best drivers in the world. The FIA wanted to give the WRC a shot in the arm, and they had done it. By 1984, the WRC was more popular than Formula One, and fans flocked to these events in the hundreds of thousands. Sometimes as many as 400,000 people would buy tickets to see these cars and drivers in action. There were very few, if any, crowd control measures in place for Group B.
That has to be a French policeman or something.
People got to go somewhere. So
Look at
people
that
would
hat.
crowd the racing lines and even stand on the track itself, just waiting to get the perfect vantage point
Wow.
to see these cars do their thing. Some of these videos are just jaw-dropping to watch. It's like the automotive equivalent of the run of
stressing me
the
so
bulls.
much.
I don't even
Looks
know how
fake.
the drivers or their
If you tell me,
co-drivers-
if you showed me this video of like people running out of the way, I would just tell you it's fake. I would not think this is real. Like this has to be AI. You know, in this day and age, if you show me this, it has to be AI. God damn.
I don't even know how the drivers or their co-drivers managed to see the road ahead of them. Mechanics and crew reported that after a segment had been completed, they would find bits of clothing and hair stuck on the grill and
makes
wings of their
sense.
cars, body panels splattered with blood, and even fingers wedged into the
What?
air ducts. Group B
Fingers?
was
Multiple?
absolute mania. The coolest race cars, the best drivers, the most rabid fans on earth, everything
Wow.
worked out for the WRC and the FIA.
This is like, I don't know if you ever saw this, of like this proposition that people make on the internet. Let's do the Olympics, but everyone takes steroids. Everyone's on drugs, on like performance enhancement drugs. Let's just do the maximum thing a human can do. This is exactly that. Just do whatever. Just like make it the best car you can, you know? Go as hard as you can. This is
Beyond
so
their wildest
dangerous. Oh my God.
What could possibly go wrong?
Yeah, what could possibly go wrong? The final years of Group B.
By 1985, these cars were so fast and there were so few rules in place for safety that even the drivers were starting to voice concerns.
Yeah, no shit.
Another rule in Group B, or really lack thereof, was that cars could be made of any material, including aluminum. Those
What?
Audis and launches that weighed scarcely more than a metric ton were able to do so because of their aluminum frames and roll cages.
Okay, this is a bad idea. You wanna use iron or steel for like making stuff that are gonna crash or that have a ton of vibrations. So this is no good at all. What? Aluminum cars?
And the thing about aluminum, it likes to bend. If you've ever been on a commercial
Yeah.
flight and got a window seat above the wings, you know how much aluminum can flex during flight. That's a good thing for a plane, but
It
not so
breaks.
much for a car. Rescue workers were also not numerous enough to do anything in case a car went off the track. It could take half an hour for them to show up on the scene, and their communications were also horrendously lacking.
Yeah, no shit. There were no
Oftentimes, the only way
no
they
cell
found out
phones.
That a driver had wrecked was when another driver drove past.
There
finished their
was no
segment,
other
got
way
out
to
of
know
the
if there
car,
weren't
and
people
reported the
around.
smoke
There
they'd
was
seen
no
to
other
a
way to know if
By the
somebody
time medics
crashed.
and firefighters
Yeah.
arrived, it was often far too late.
How many
Not to
people
mention
died
the
in
hundreds
this?
of thousands of spectators crowding the roads made it hard to get to the scene, even if their
Look
communication
at this.
was bad.
This amount of
On May
people
2nd,
is crazy. I
1985,
keep
at the
saying it, but
Corsica
like it's
Rally,
crazy.
Lancia 037,
It's
piloted
mental.
by Attila Bottega, went off and slammed into a tree. His co-driver was okay, but when
on
medics
85,
arrived 20 minutes
okay.
later, they found the co-driver Mauricio limping out of the woods and Bottega dead still inside of the car. The drivers petitioned the FIA to do something, but they determined that at the speed the car was going, nothing would have prevented Attila's death. It was more or less hand-waved away as a free action.
Regulations.
Racing
That
is
would have
inherently
prevented
dangerous,
his
that's
death.
true, but the FIA's
What?
investigation left drivers with little peace of mind.
Yeah, no
Later in
shit.
the year, during the Argentinian rally, Ari
Argentinian?
Vatanen
Over
crashed in
here?
a scary rollover. He broke both
Oh
legs
my God.
and a few ribs, one of which punctured his lung. He and his co-driver survived,
That's
but
horrible.
they both vowed to never race in Group B again.
Okay, there's survival.
Cars had
Like
become
that
so
looked
fast with so
horrible.
much power that one driver said the cars moved faster than he could react. It was more or less driving on
Shit.
instinct, right on the razor's edge of what was humanly possible. So going into 1986, the FIA finally budged and outlawed aluminum roll cages and set limits on aero devices like wings and spoilers in hopes of slowing the cars down.
Yeah.
Everything else remained the same, no limits on power, no crowd control measures. Because coming in 1987 was the new Group S division, Group B's replacement. Here there would be virtually no rules.
okay.
Manufacturers
What?
only needed to make 10 road cars to reach
10?
the production limit, and the automakers were already developing their new round of supercars.
What?
In March 1986, the Portugal Rally was held, and the country had already become a hotbed for gearheads of all stripes, and now Group B would get their shot at glory in the country. People flooded the streets, and the first incident of the rally occurred when a cameraman was basically pushed into the line of fire, and
Oh,
Timo
God.
Salonen damn near ripped the man's hand off with his car and completely
Oh,
destroyed
not the same
$3,000
incident, but
cable.
Walter
The next
rolled doing the
accident
same
would
thing
not
to
be
another
so
camera.
onerous.
Okay.
Joaquim Santos, a native Portuguese driver, started off in his Ford RS200. Wanting to see the hometown guy rip through the streets, people crowded more and more onto the course. At one point, a spectator jumped out onto the track and Santos swerved to miss him. He then overcorrected and the car slid broadside into a group of people.
Oh,
His
no.
co-driver Miguel Oliveira said that in Group B the cars were so fast that he just had to look at his notes and feel the track turn for turn. But in this instance, he suddenly felt thuds and bumps as the car careened into the crowd. 42 people were injured and 3 people died, including a mother and her 11-year-old son.
Oh, no.
In a disgusting move, the FIA continued the race and did not tell the other drivers what had happened. When the drivers completed the segment and got told what happened, they banded together and vowed to go on strike.
What?
To stop the
They
competition.
didn't cancel the event? They didn't pause the event or
John
postpone it?
Balestra said he would punish any driver or manufacturer that walked out. At the Corsica rally just 2 months later in May, Henry Tovinen and his co-driver Sergio Cresto were putting on the race of their lives, winning stages left and right. But on the second day of competition, their Lancia went off at a point where there was no guardrail and flew off on a steep hill.
Is this?
The fuel tank immediately ruptured.
Oh,
and fire
no.
erupted from the crash site. Drivers completing the segment reported to officials that they'd seen black smoke in one of the turns, and by the time
The
rescue
drivers
personnel got to Henry and Sergio, there was nothing left of the wreck except a charred frame.
Yeah.
Now in action was borderline criminal.
Look at that.
And
That's
after
what remained
international
of the
pressure from
car.
Drivers, manufacturers,
Oh my
and
God.
governments, Group B was immediately banned from competition and never got to see the light of day.
Yeah, this
And
could
its
have,
successor,
this
Group
shouldn't
S,
have
was scrapped
existed.
entirely.
Wow. Rally after Group B. Yeah, like, it tends to happen in sports or stuff like that, or even cars. A lot of regulations sound absurd, but like a lot of these rules and regulations and stuff, they are literally written in blood. Somebody died, and that's why we have that rule today. It's crazy that this was allowed to exist at all.
After
Crazy.
Group B's disbanding, Group A, the more strictly stock division, picked up the banner and marched forward. But this time with the restrictions and safeguards the drivers of the 80s had
Oh,
won.
shit.
Now there were crowd limits, they had to be kept further back in most areas, and rescue personnel were more numerous with helicopters in the
Yeah,
air and radio
as it should have been.
opened up between them. Now
God
if the driver
damn.
went off, their officials would know about it immediately and be able to send help
Yeah.
within minutes rather than half an hour. Even still, rally racing remained popular all over the world.
It's because it's really exciting. It just looks so cool. Oh, look at that. That's coming right. I recognize the car. Ex-Margaret.
Control systems and driver assist are commonplace on road cars today of all makes and models. The features you take for granted in your personal car and the safety precautions in place at every racetrack today.
That's
were
another
earned
thing.
out there on
A lot of
ice,
the
snow, gravel,
safety
and dirt
precautions
surfaces
for
from
these
Portugal
cars
to
trickle
Corsica,
down into
Finland
commercial
to
cars.
Argentina.
It makes
People
sense.
had to pay a high price for those
What
things.
did you say for Argentina?
If there's any
Nicolas.
silver lining from Finland to Argentina. People had to pay a high price for those things. And if there's any silver lining to Group B and rally racing as a whole, it was that they have saved countless lives through these technological advancements. The WRC is still competing today, and the envelope is still being pushed, but with the proper safety measures in place to make sure we don't repeat the same mistakes. And even with all the new rules set up, limiting horsepower and boost, and making the cars sturdier with steel, if you watch a modern WRC event, you can see that the true spirit
It's
of Group B
crazy. I
never
was watching like some
completely
clips of the Japan, I think WRC. Like I was watching some clips the other day. It was funny how close some people came to like getting hit with something.
Today, the cars have a lot less
Look at that.
horsepower, but they're actually faster than their Group B brothers.
Wow.
And with modern seats and belts, they're safer than ever. There's never been a better time to be a rally fan with cameras broadcasting every angle of every stage. And yes, you can still
That's
get
an insane
uncomfortably close to
jump.
the action if that's your thing. For any of my European fans watching this, y'all got it pretty good over there. Don't forget that. Anyway, I'm Slapshoes. Thanks for watching, and until next time.
Slapshoes. Okay, that's how you pronounce it. I wrote the name wrong in the thing on the bottom. God damn it. I didn't put the H. I'm so bad at this. God damn it. That was really interesting that something like that was even allowed to happen at all. The first time someone died, that should have been put into like public scrutiny and been shut down and stuff. That's so dangerous. I think Slapshoes even say how many people died during like all these competitions of Group B. It's sad that so many people had to die. So that these regulations were put in place and Group B was shut down for good. Again, it was really interesting to watch and to know a little bit more about the history of motorsports. As always, the link of the original video is going to be in the description. Thanks for watching. Over give a like to the original video, and that's all. Otsurebe!